She joins us right now. Marianne, always good to have you. You have supported and shown your support for Kamala Harris. Was that hard to do?
Well, I haven't done any kind of full-on endorsement of anyone. I think the American people can think for themselves, and I'm not totally into all this endorsement mentality. I think this is a very serious time in American history, and people need to think and vote their own conscience, and that's my endorsement, that people think for themselves.
Okay, so these reports that you have thrown that support behind her, they're false.
I'm sorry, you said support behind her? Well, yes, I mean, I'm here at the Democratic Convention.
Okay.
And I understand that the larger opponent here is Donald Trump, and I want to vote for the person and support the person who will have the best chance of winning in November against Donald Trump. That is where my passion lies. It has more to do with the opposition to Donald Trump than it does at this point with support of any other particular candidate. I hope I will hear things on Thursday night that make me feel very excited, that make me feel that Kamala does have a vision for the United States and a plan for the next 4 years that I can full on support. I'll be very happy if that happens.
But it wasn't the emergency primary or fast primary that you envisioned and wanted the last time we chatted. This was all wrapped up very, very quickly with the blessings of Barack Obama and others, Nancy Pelosi, and you never came up in the mix. Are you bitter about that?
No, I'm not bitter, because in terms of my own personal and spiritual process, I don't want to live with bitterness. And I understand that there are battles and then there's the war. You lose some battles, but you got to keep your eyes on what the larger war is. And that doesn't have anything to do with me. That has to do with the United States, where I believe that this country needs to go. And that's why, you got to move quickly past all that, lower level emotional stuff if you're going to play the big game.
Do you agree with what was done to Joe Biden? I mentioned before to guests to say that, he didn't jump, he was pushed, was he?
No, you were right. You were right, Messina was wrong, and we all know it. And I think it was unfortunate. It was what it was, and we are where we are. I ran against Biden. I felt that it should have been a robust primary process in which it was an actual debate rather than what occurred. And I think most people can see what they can see, Neil. Yeah. So, they can spin it however they want it. Oh, the president decided himself. Nobody thinks that when for days and days and days he kept saying that he was going to stay in the race. But I do believe that people with very good intentions, listen, I think he needed to leave the race. That I do believe.
Okay. Marianne Williamson, very good catching up with you again. The former presidential candidate, Marianne Williamson, we don't know what the future holds for her. She ran a very respectable and thoughtful campaign. A good many do, but that campaign, at least for Democrats, is done.